button to click.
Hello, cool people and Liam.
Hello, cool Snickers and snakes.
Dude.
Hopla.
Snakes and Snickers.
Anyway.
It's a personal call out.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody, to Demons of Aeminad,
Hello,
our
cool
weekly.
bears and
God
monkeys.
damn it! Don't interrupt my introduction. Where are my DM damage die? God damn it!
I need to remind you to roll some DM damage because of what we said Friday. So.
Otherwise a new thing. Anytime.
What did I did?
There you go. 6 points.
What did I did?
What did I did Friday?
Let's actually try this now. Welcome back to Demons of Aeminad, our weekly D&D stream where a bunch of idiots try to survive in a world infested by demons.
I hate my life.
That makes two of us, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I just turned on the new computer and apparently one of the 4 front fans came unplugged while doing up the cables.
Yay!
Nice.
Can we do a short, how do you say that? A short clap for
Yes.
For the computer. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Thanks, Liam, for the subscription. I love you.
I am stopped subscribe on the
Yeah, I've noticed.
channel. I'm sorry.
Just resubscribe, and you don't have to be sorry.
Yeah.
I need money.
It is September, so it's cheaper to resubscribe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Totally sub to me right now. Us.
No.
Anyway, I'll throw it over to our master of announcements, Jelle.
Yes.
Go Jelle.
First of all, Lars, there is no us because you keep all the profit.
None of you have sent their like account numbers.
Hey.
We can.
You
can
have
do that after this.
My invoice number. You know where to put the money.
You have my account number.
Yeah. Second of all, my fantasy grounds is lagging / crashing all the time. And third of all, Elvakri is a bit tipsy, so please
don't say that.
Yeah, don't just give her a break.
It's Dungeons and Drunkards today.
Yeah, it's fine.
I had 2 glasses of wine. It's okay.
We've noticed.
Yes, she failed her. She's a bit poisoned at the moment.
I failed my constitution check.
Yep. she's so poisoned that she didn't know it's a constitution saving throw. It's like, oh my god.
Oh god.
But anyhow, that's all for me for today. Let's not die. For once.
I'd say that's not on me, but it kind of is. Anyway, so unless anyone else has something to say.
Nope.
No.
If I am not mistaken, I don't know where
that.
I don't know where that voice came from. I felt like it, and I'm sticking to it, but not for the entire introduction. You survived your travel back from Morgana back to Relics. Congratulations! You have survived, and you took 3 God's gifts in the process.
Short applause for that.
You now have a shield. You now have pauldrons, and you now have
a cloak of
go.
Graciousness.
There you go. So you have some new shit. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you, but not really. But you guys arrived back in Alvarest, where Yekarin was waiting for you, where Elvakri paid a buttload of money in order to start building an inn.
The Great Inn.
Sure.
My friend.
Greetin, my friend.
The Great Inn, my friend, yes.
At which point, Yekarin teleported you back to Relics, and allowed you to enter a conversation with the council, because you're technically part of the council now at this point.
Are we?
Yeah. And in that conversation, plans were made, because as the battle between Ariana and Mordred was taking off and they were kind of preparing their own forces, everybody was looking at how to deal with the situation, and plans were made in order to kind of have you guys attack Oculi and then them attack, I completely forgot the name of my own town. Coeminter.
Coeminter.
Nice. Yes, I'm so good at this. Oh my god, professional DM. And I think we ended at the end of that conversation.
Yep.
Where Jed pretty much recapped the entire story, so I don't know why I'm doing it again. So yeah, with that in mind, as all of you exit the council chambers, what are you all doing?
I
Pointing.
think in the free time that I had, I was gonna try and rally some people again. Be like, yo, come fight for our cause. I'm trying to like wave my arms, but then my camera wasn't picking it up. Like,
I start speaking to every passenger I see, and I say, "Did you hear about the great cult of the blue sky?"
What?
Oh, Alfakri. Yes. Start to make a telepathic link with everyone you see, and just say, "The blue sky is with you today."
Yes. Oh, yes, I do that. Give me all your bullshit points.
Technically, if I gave bullshit points for that, I have to give them to Jed.
That's fine. May the blue sky be with you on this blessed day.
Yes, I start. Oh, and every time we see someone that's a member of our cult, we say, "May the blue sky be with you."
Yes.
I hate everything about this.
We love it.
I'm just gonna say that right now. I hate everything about this.
Oh, and we start. Oh, and I start when I stay the. I spread the word of the blue sky. I also say we are starting building a temple in Alvarez.
Yes.
We seeking for some donations also.
We're no longer an adventuring party. We're a temple party now. Like, no, out of the adventure guild, onwards with the holy guild. Yes.
Go, Lars.
Okay.
At the end of this camp,
yeah, be silent.
So what did you say, Jed?
At the end of the campaign, I want my character to become a patron of someone. So let's start to recruit some people.
You did that once. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Hey, let's do it again. No, I think the official plan that we agreed upon was that we were going to talk to Pyrex.
Okay.
Was that not the plan to start a cult?
That's your plan.
It was
plan. Okay.
a plan.
A plan.
Yeah.
So, as you're walking towards the temple, or for the Guardians of Dea, you all of a sudden all notice how people start to freak out and look towards the sky. And you all look back at Alfakri and you notice how every now and again she just starts making telepathic links with people. You've seen it enough, you know how she does it. And you're starting to get the sense that the two events that I just mentioned are slightly connected.
Can we slap the back of her head just like, stop it?
Yes, but I get the freaky sense that that's not going to stop her.
At least for 5 seconds.
Nope.
Probably.
There's like the one person. It's like you should follow the and he just hears in his head. And he's like But that's
I can't counterspell that, right?
Nope. It's not a spell.
Counterspell.
You would run out really fast, considering it's like basically cantrip level.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be awesome if Alvakri spoke Abyssal or something. So you should follow the Church of.
You should follow the cult of.
Anyhow.
Anyway.
Did you hear about the scared lady? The scary lady.
Yes,
sorry.
her name is Alvakri. As you continue walking and people freak out, you very easily are able to reach the temple and the temple of the Guardians of Dea. I'm assuming you're gonna start by asking where the High Priestess is, because she's the one who technically needs to give you
no,
entrance.
She
I
was there
start
at the
asking
council.
where is Kevin.
Kevin honestly was probably like right outside the council room, because he's one of the guards
True.
of the High Priestess. So yeah, it's actually even possible that she just came with you, to be perfectly honest. That's true.
Yeah, she was at the council as well. So
Yeah, exactly. So I'm assuming then you've asked her whether or not you're able to go
Yes.
into Pyrax's
Indeed.
domain.
Can we please?
Her very basic answer is, as long as you don't shoot me for it this time.
That's fine.
Okay. And my cat's agreeing.
Is it Necromancer?
Probably Necro. Otherwise you wouldn't hear him like that.
True.
So pretty much you get led through the temple itself. You do notice that, like, at this current point in time, more and more people are starting to kind of like prepare. Not necessarily for battle, like they're not sharpening swords or whatever, but just like they know that something big is coming and preparations are being set in motion. Mostly like messages being sent throughout this entire area. But you people are just able to walk towards the private quarters of the High Priestess, where she shuts the door and then opens the entrance to Pyrax. Don't look weird at me, you all knew that it was in her private quarters. Pretty much you go back down the tunnel, led by the High Priestess, although this time she does leave her guard behind, hoping that you actually don't shoot her in the back of the head this time. And as you're kind of like walking down, you once again sense how you're getting closer and closer to the divine domain of Pyrax. But right as you're about to enter it, the High Priestess kind of like stops for a second, looks back at all of you and just goes, "Before we go in there, small thing. Don't judge me." At which point she continues on.
You for what?
She
You're
just
gonna have to be more specific.
continues
here.
on.
Can you? Is it? Fine, we'll see.
What?
How bad can it be?
I'll be surprised when I get there.
Yeah, it's like.
So, for those of you who don't remember, the Garden of Pyrax is pretty much this set of trees around kind of like an open space where the apple used to be in the center of that open space. You kind of have to walk through the trees a little bit until you get to that open space where you see Pyrax kind of just sitting, like, well, no, not sitting, standing next to one of the trees and kind of like grabbing an apple from it, a normal one this time, and just like tearing it down. Having a look at it, you see her kind of like casting something on it, and it seems to grow a little bit in size. At which point she turns around, sees you, and smiles, nods, and starts walking over towards you. What is you guys' passive perception out of sheer curiosity?
Not much.
17.
How do you see that?
10 plus
On
your
your main
perception
stat sheet.
bonus.
It's
Oh, yeah.
10.
Perfect.
La 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 la.
I think
Everything is
16 or
happy now.
18, but I can't see because I'm reloading fancy grams.
Okay.
The-
Anywho, Valkyrie doesn't notice it. Pretty sure
Like
Shiloh
always.
doesn't either.
16.
So Ryu and Jed, the two of you, however, kind of like just instinctively. Oh, and Sakura with an
Sakura,
18.
of course.
You're all like you three kind of like just subtly like kind of stare around the area. There is one weird thing, something that's changed compared to last time that you were here. As
is?
you see, where originally the apple was, there's now actually this tree that's standing there.
Nice.
Not extremely big, just, you know, like actually smaller probably than all the other ones. Seems to be sort of a recent addition But as you kind of look at it, you see like hanging from the side is like this weird sort of cocoon of tendrils and leaves and branches. And inside of that cocoon-ish figure, you see a head pop out. And you all recognize the head because you notice that Adius is kind of like stuck in there, not moving.
There is where Adius.
You just see Adius kind of like eyes closed, hanging there inside the cocoon.
Hi, Adius.
Not really moving. You're not sure whether they're alive or dead.
Is he awake or not?
Nope.
I'm mostly surprised how he's here. I thought he was going to be in like some fucking other plane of existence. The whole thing. I didn't expect him to be here.
It's like hanging there. Nope.
That is a very cool hideout.
No
one suspects that Adius is in the temple of.
Pretty much, you also. This is also pretty much confirmation that the this area is sort of on a different plane than the material plane, which is why she was able to plane shift them to here.
Do we see the sky here?
No.
But you can't plane shift into holy areas.
The gods can't plane shift out of holy areas.
We can plane shift in.
Because the gods can't leave their holy areas. Demons can't plane shift into holy areas because they would immediately be expelled from it. You guys can.
So
I have never denied that.
We can plane shift in the forest and then go back if we ever do it.
Assuming that you have a tuning fork.
Specifically tuned to the Feywild.
Yeah,
in that case.
But we have the bow.
The bow's not a tuning fork. It needs to be an actual like tuning fork.
Tuning fork.
Yeah, tuning fork.
Hey, Lucy, I'm not judging. As long as he's alive, it's all fine for me.
I think he is.
Where is the goddess?
You know what? You guys have a conversation with her, and I'll check just to be safe.
It's all about plausible deniability.
Yes, well, the moment I'm going to let him out, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to have any deniability left.
It's called modified memory.
I think our events are a little longer than 10 minutes.
Goddamn. Okay, it's fine.
So she walks towards the tree with Adius hanging from it. In the meantime, Pyrax kind of walks up to you. Gentlemen, ladies, I see you've made progress.
Yes. A lot of progress.
More than you would think.
Yes. More than
we discovered.
You discovered
nothing. Sorry, I want to start again about the blue sky, but it's okay.
I swear to God, I will fuck your head. So
ironically enough, I think she knows.
Yeah, I know she knows.
Or you're gonna say, Jen?
Also a blue sky.
Yeah, we got our hands on 5 more god gifts, and we, fully charged this one, if one can speak of charging the apple. And then I had a little sending towards you, and you told us to come back here, so we came as soon as circumstances allowed us to.
Yes, well, honestly, you don't really need me to supercharge the apple.
Okay.
Can technically do that by itself. I just figured I wanted to have a small conversation first.
Okay. We are here, so shoot.
Specifically about that. And she points at the cocoon that Adius is in.
Oh, man. Okay.
To be fair, kind of same, but yeah.
So, I've heard the gist of the story from your high priestess. Yes, exactly. So, here's my question. I know what her plans are with him, I'm just kind of curious what you're planning on doing with the man.
If it's
I don't know. I'm just looking like behind me, like, well, what are we doing with him? I don't
yeah,
fucking know.
I don't know. If it's up to me, he's pretty low on our list of priorities at the moment.
Yeah.
He's important but not urgent, you know? It's like
Oh, I'm not talking about like right now. I'm just talking future, long future. Let's say that this entire situation blows over. Are you planning on keeping him here? Are you planning on killing him? Are you planning on letting him go? What's the long-term plan here?
like
I think the very long-term plan is that we're keeping him here until he basically doesn't have anything to say anymore, until he's
Yeah.
like kind of irrelevant, and then we can like hopefully have him be on our side.
yeah, we turned the page, we saved the continent, killed all the demons.
That whole thing, because he's still kind of very much very angry at us. So
Yes, as well as at the High Priestess, so but
yeah,
I've
so we're
noticed.
kind of waiting until that dies down. I'm sure he'll be fine
Yeah.
for a couple months, maybe
yeah,
years.
but it's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but he didn't really see it that way.
Yeah.
What do you know about Arius?
A lot.
Very stubborn.
Yes. Very
Yes?
stubborn.
Have you ever wondered why?
I did, but we
He
didn't really have
did-
chance
he-
to
yeah.
chance to
He
read
gave like a very
concise version.
short, concise version of that. He really doesn't like the demons for what happened to him. But
Yep.
No.
No.
He does not. Very extreme
So-
view. Pretty much thinks that anyone who is even slightly affected by demonic entities needs to perish.
Die.
I'm quite sure some
So
of
if
you
he-
are on
so
that.
if he were to get in, if he were to get infected, would he just like?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Wow. That's dedication.
That's some hardcore shit right
Yeah.
there.
Well,
Gotta give it to
That's
him.
dedication.
he didn't always used to be like that.
Fucking hope so.
But things change once you have to kill your own daughter now, don't they?
What? He did what?
The reason that he's so set in his ways is because his daughter was infected with demonic corruption at some point.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to save her, but every time he thought he did, it just came back like a cancer that didn't want to leave her body.
Oops.
So at a certain point in time, he was kind of left without a choice.
Hmm.
And ever since then, he's kind of been like this. I'm not telling you that to take pity on the man. I'm just telling you that to give you all the parameters, so to speak.
Fair.
Look, I'm just going to tell you this. I'm not planning on keeping him here permanently. I'm currently doing this as a favor to the High Priestess and hope that the 5 of you will continue your task, so to speak. If you had waltzed in here with less God's gifts than you started with, let's just say it like that, there's a good chance I would have just let him go. But at the moment, I can see the value of leaving this man out of the game, so to speak.
He's alive, right?
Oh yes, very
Just
much.
He looks like it.
He has more than enough sustenance here. Don't worry about that.
Fine.
There's a reason he's inside a cocoon.
Right.
You could see it as just wires that are feeding him. I wouldn't say constantly, but at a reasonable rate.
What are you feeding him?
Sustenance.
Okay.
I'm not going to go more specific than that.
Oh.
But like, isn't the problem with Adius also that he threatened Lucy or the High Priestess because now that he knows her backstory, a bit. He knows her story, and then like he's against her, and he was gonna uproot the whole movement. So
Yes, very much. But that is, in a way, his right.
yeah. And what are Lucy's plans with him?
She's planning on letting him go once she feels like the risk only pertains towards herself.
Okay.
As in, she's pretty much bet everything on the 5 of you.
Yes.
If you fail or win, she's going to let him leave. And that is pretty much my thought on the matter as well.
Oh. And
So-
in a way, ours as well. So
Yes, indeed. Oh, I hope so. If you want to let him go right now, I mean.
let's wait a bit.
Regardless.
But
Sorry, yes.
the apple.
Yes. May I have it for a second?
Yes. Ta-da.
Kind of takes the apple.
Apple.
And she kind of like looks at it, and you see how she like takes a bite from it. At which point, however, as it like leaves, you see the piece that she's bitten off kind of like end up in her mouth, but the apple itself actually seems whole still. It's weird. It's almost as if she bit a part out, but it was never bitten out at the same time. Schrodinger's apple. And as she does that, you notice how the apple starts to glow. Who was attuned to the apple?
I was.
Cool.
Jet at the moment.
She kind of like gives it back to you. So the apple of light is now in its heroic state.
Nice.
So the effect of the apple stays the same. However, a creature attuned to the item now gets a +2 to their wisdom score and maximum, rather than a +1. And the apple now holds a maximum of 8 charges, regaining 1d6 +2 each dawn, and is capable of, for I think it's 5 charges, casting Mass Cure Wounds.
Nice.
Ah.
Cool. Glad you have the apple.
So now you're pretty much guaranteed an increase to your modifier.
It was 6 charges for cure wounds, mass cure wounds, or 5?
5 I think, because Mass Cure Wounds is a 5th level spell.
Damn.
Nice.
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 Cool.
Yep. 5 charges.
Okay. Lovely.
Take good care of it.
And just in case that we like charge it back up to its exalted state or whatever it's gonna be called or be known as, do we need to come back?
You don't
Or is this
necessarily.
the maximum amount of
You get
energy
this.
power?
You get the sense that this apple has now reached its full potential.
Its
Full
full
potential.
potential. Okay. Nice.
Nice.
All right, that went swiftly.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually,
Read as
move
there's
along.
12 items this time. I didn't want to make 3 levels for each.
It's fine.
Oh.
Understandable.
I'm
in a way.
disappointing.
Boo.
I mean, kind of understandable because there's so much more, right? And we're probably
Yeah,
not even
yeah.
going to be using all of them technically because we don't have enough.
Yes, we are going to use them all.
You can always give
how?
them
We
to
don't- we do-
retainers. Just saying.
Yeah, because we might have to
Yes.
because we just
Take this.
we don't
have
really
to
have enough
destroy the
human
thingy.
slots almost. We have 5 people and 12 items. Yeah, we have enough, but only like by 3 at best.
Yep.
So
Large My Fancy Grounds keeps crashing. Could it be that it's from the changed background or from my
It's
update
fine
that I
for
did?
me.
That would very sincerely surprise me. I
It's also
literally
fine for
updated
me.
it 5 seconds before the stream, so
Oh, it's fine.
it's weird.
It will just keep crashing. It's fine. It's for next week.
I don't know. If it keeps crashing and you have to roll, just roll your physical die. It's fine.
Ooh, okay. So I have 14 wisdom at the moment.
I'll notice if you keep rolling natural 20s.
Unnatural 20. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's why you don't get to roll out in the real life, Jonas.
A 19, a
Oh,
17,
so
a 20. Okay, nice. So for the other gods gift, because we have a few where we won't be able to go back, like the bow of leaves and the armor of honor.
Again, technically, you don't need to come back. I just wanted to have a chat with you first.
Yes, but how can we kickstart the or is it
Depends on the item.
semi-automatically?
Yeah, it depends on the item.
Fine. Keep your secrets.
Keep your.
How was this one exalted heroic?
Oh, faith.
Alright. I think we needed you anyway.
Pretty much this one, with pure faith from someone or one of my followers, the apple is capable of growing, and she kind of like looks back towards the tree where the high priestess is standing. You know.
Yeah, she has some faith. So it had nothing to do with fighting demons?
Well, some of them probably do, not all of them.
Okay, cool. Okay, thank you for having us.
For the music.
Thank you for taking care of our problem for now. And
The songs we're singing.
thanks for all the joy you're bringing.
Looking for you.
Sure.
That was just yeah, it's fine. It's been a long couple of weeks.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the
The blue sky? Yes. I was there
yes.
when it was written.
Elvakri is starting a new religion.
As long as it's not in the way of mine, it's fine. If
No,
it
no,
would be in the way of mine, then that apple might disappear very quickly.
It's gonna be a small religion.
Small religion.
We need a god. Is there a god
that's
of
what the word of
blue
Lathander
skies?
was as well, wasn't it, Yella?
Is there a goddess of the blue skies or something?
Probably.
You can be the goddess of the blue sky.
Is that how it
Why
works?
do you think Blueface was called Blueface?
Wow.
What?
The plot
Because
thickens.
he has.
Could you imagine?
Because he has a blue face.
Just like you guys actually killed a god, just you know.
Imagine. It will be
Um,
doofus.
Anyhow, not to be rude, but we have a war to plan. It's like we are on a tight schedule.
Do we, Jet? Do we?
Good luck.
I'm on a tight schedule.
Good luck.
Thank you. Lucy, could you learn me scrying like today and tomorrow?
I can't learn you it, I can teach you it.
It's fine.
English grammar with 7th roll.
I hate English grammar.
Tune in for more English grammar.
Yes.
Next week.
Turn in for more English grammar next week.
Pyrex, what is your favorite animal? If you had to choose one.
Ladybug.
Polymorph into a ladybug. Completely useless, but it's flair. Still have some time. I have spell slots. I can be like super random.
Wait, you're polymorphing her into a ladybug?
No, I'm polymorphing myself into
I was about to say, good luck fucking making her fail safe.
Myself.
Okay. You all of a sudden see Jet just like turn into a ladybug, also gets the intelligence of a ladybug, so just like...
Yep.
Is it a big ladybug or a small ladybug?
As big as big enough so that you can see it, but not like...
You see a large ladybug.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna stay like this until we like smack him or something.
Yep.
Are we gonna ignore it and just move on?
You see the high priestess just like look at it and go, Well, bring him to me once he's ready to actually learn scrying, I guess.
I mean, he'll be done in an hour, I think.
So,
It's
High
about
Priest,
quick.
are you looking for a new job?
Wait, who's looking for a new job?
I talked to the High Priest.
Yeah?
Are you looking for a new job?
Not particularly,
Do you-
no.
Do you want to be priestess of the blue sky cult?
Not particularly, no. Thank you.
You're gonna miss something.
I sincerely hope so.
Nice.
Nice, cool.
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 So as Jet flies around for an hour,
It's fine.
as no one has the heart to just punch him.
No, we just keep let him fly.
An hour
So,
later,
High
Jet
Priest-
just kind of like pops back into his human form, and like nobody's paying attention to him anymore. It's like,
Like, come on.
all right. Anyway,
he's back. Okay.
what's next?
Okay. So, learn scrying, learn teleportation circle, do see Yakarin, teleport with Yakarin to Alvrest, take our extended long rest there, get some units there, muster some units.
Are we gonna take downtime in
Yes.
Alvrest?
Yes.
10 days
Okay.
to muster some units.
Yep.
Then I TP circle us back to Relics and then go to Ocula.
Okay. Okay.
Long
So,
story short.
all right. So technically, that's 2 out of your 12 downtime days already, right? Is
Yep.
learning scrying, learning teleportation circle.
Yep, we have 2 days here
Okay.
in Relics.
So, let me then immediately ask the question: what is the rest doing in those 2 days?
Probably muster some troops because otherwise Jet's gonna kill us.
Mustering troops is probably going to be an
Yeah.
Alvarez because you can't do that in
In Relics.
2 days.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, in
So-
Relics it's only 2 days. So
I don't know. I might just work on my tattoo if it's only 2 days.
Then
'cause
I
it's not like I can do
start-
much here.
I start crafting.
Healing pots.
healing potions, right?
Yeah, but what do you have to craft before healing pots again?
Healing
I have-
draft.
Healing draft.
Draft.
Yeah.
I then start crafting some healing draft.
Okay. So
I don't have to roll for that, I think.
No, you already did healing
that one
draft.
yeah.
Yeah, that one you succeeded on. Give me a second so that I can get the correct file open. Potion. Hold up. Potion of healing draft, fluid, and then healing draft itself is usually 4 hours. So
Yeah, okay.
you can technically. How many are you making?
I start with 5.
Okay, you do need medicinals to then also turn
Okay,
your.
then I'm gonna buy first some extra medicinals.
Okay, but you can technically pick normal ones for these because you don't need the
Yeah,
the +2 on the
it's
check, so
okay.
that would be 5 silver, pretty much.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna do that.
So
Just buy
okay,
50.
and then
Just buy 50 of them for 5 gold pieces. It's like
uh,
Yeah.
we can always, like, once she needs them, we can always just go back to
Yeah,
it.
it's true.
I'm not gonna be a dick about that. Okay, so technically with 5 you'd be able to then in one day you'd be able to make the 5 healing drafts because you can batch them.
Yeah.
right? So then that's one day, and then on your second day you can try to make a healing potion if you want.
Yeah, I want to do that. Yes.
Okay, then make me a.
Can I also make 5 then of them? Yes.
Not in one day, but you can start the process technically.
Yeah. Okay. How much? It's 8 hours for one.
8 for one, so it'd be 16 hours for all 5, because again you can batch make them.
And we don't have 60 hours.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have 10 more days in Alvarez in a minute.
Yeah, then I do in Alvarez so the rest of
Okay,
them.
cool. All right.
What do I have to roll?
We'll roll once we get to
Okay,
Alvarez
no
then.
problem. Okay, that's good.
How many hours do I get if I just work 2 days on
16.
on it? 16? Alright.
Yep, 16. 8 hours per. I'm kind of giving Jet the free 2 hours because I don't want to start wasting 2 hours for 2
Yeah,
spells.
fair.
But usually it's 8 hours a day.
I'm almost halfway there.
Nice.
All
It's
right.
gonna take me a fucking long time. Still.
Hello? You still there? Because
Shalom!
Vincent.
Shalom! Shalom!
been muted since the beginning.
Oh god damn it! Seriously?
Yes.
Yeah, but the light on my headset was green. Normally it teams in the headset play nice and well, apparently they weren't.
and you
was
and you were just
saying-
like, they're not
I'm
listening to
gonna
me.
They are not
Yes.
listening to me.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, I'm
ignoring
like,
me.
fine, I'm not involved.
No,
Fine.
not at all.
No, you
Sorry,
are involved.
Vincent.
I just look at Teams all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, this is muted. That's it. You there?
Yeah, I've been here.
What did
Entertain.
what did we miss from your sides?
Yeah.
Please say everything you have to say.
Are we
Take-
killing
To be
ideas?
to be fair, I forgot half of what I said by now because I was like, well, apparently it doesn't matter. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go
Sorry.
cry in a corner.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hmm.
I legitimately did not notice. You also have 2 days of downtime. What do you want to do?
Work on the tattoo, I guess.
Okay, so then you also get 16 hours on that.
Woo.
All right.
Whoop, whoop.
I'll ask Sequita between sessions. All right. Perfect. So, Jed, you've taken off your gold for
Yep, 500 gold pieces.
hot damn. But you are now the proud caster of Scrying and Teleportation Circle.
Check.
Let's go.
Woo.
I will, in the meantime, mark off 2 more days.
Can I buy some 200 gold pieces for the components for T-Pizza so that I can at least cast it 4 times?
Yeah, sure.
Fine. I'll mark it off.
Additional question: are you guys starting the intrigue?
Yep. ASAP.
Then I will note that down just for myself. I'll start them on the 15th because then they nicely coincide with the attack on dress.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. What was that? Holy shit.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Anyway. Who are you guys starting an intrigue against?
Oculi, fuck Oculi.
Hades.
Alright.
No?
I think Hades is
Nope.
after.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
think
I wasn't
because
paying
you were-
attention like usual.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think you were doing a pincer attack on Hades, if I'm not mistaken.
Just like that.
Alright, so you have your 2 days in which you all do your various things. Then what?
Then we travel to
Teleport to Alvarez by
teleport to
Yakarin
Alvarez, yes.
Okay,
because he's nice.
that's just immediately the action.
I think so, yeah. Do we need to say goodbye?
I don't know, I'm asking. Is there something you want to do before?
Just a quick like, okay, they are fine with attacking Coimiter. The
Yep.
rest of the
They have also started their intrigue on Coimiter.
yeah, good luck. If there's anything, call us or send me. Oh, I've learned scrying, right?
Yes.
Could I scry the blue robed lady?
You can, if you want to. Are you scrying the lady or are you scrying the location?
Can I just
Are you
like,
telling me that you're gonna do that? Because I want to be there.
or you can be there. Can I just scry the crater?
Let me put it like this: are you scrying like the full crater, or are you trying to like with the location that Elvakri gave you? Are you trying to?
Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna scry the location of Elvakri that Elvakri told me about.
Okay.
We are level 10 officially, right?
Yeah, you would be officially
Okay.
level 10 now. Exactly.
Great.
Whoop, whoop.
Do I need to click the long rest button?
No,
No, it's fine.
okay.
Okay.
I did also
Alright.
already my level 10.
Before I continue this, I'm quickly gonna ban someone.
Oh shit.
Oh, do we have a?
Someone got banned.
Yep.
Ah,
Because people apparently think that an IT person will not notice what a scam thingy is.
Shame.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I already banned them. Don't
but
worry
yeah,
about it.
it's
I
deleted
missed
the
it.
message. Yeah, I missed it as well. What a
I
shame.
missed it.
Instant.
I have the stream open on my monitor, so I immediately
Yeah.
see those pass by.
Yeah, same.
All right. What I was actually gonna look up is,
Sorry.
does a save need to?
Never.
A save doesn't need to happen for the thingy, right? For a location.
I don't even think you can scry a location. I think you need to scry a person.
A person.
Instead of targeting a creature, oh, you can choose a location you have seen before as a target of this spell. Right, so you
So-
can't. Yep, never mind.
I'm gonna scry the robot thingy that spoke to us.
Okay. I am quickly gonna look where my dice are because I'm going to need to roll something. There you go.
And could I
Mm-hmm. Good to know.
could I
gonna
minor illusion a picture of him? Or a likeness, because that gives him a -2 to the saving throw.
I think that's not gonna work with like an actual like illusion. You're gonna need like an actual object.
Ryu, make a fucking drawing of the person, the thing.
Out of what? Out of thin air? Give me something to work with. Then I don't have shit on
You
me.
have pigment.
Take a scroll, take some pigment.
Penguins? What?
Pigment.
Go ham.
Okay, I know that I'm like kind of creative, but this is not what I do. I never really do this, but I make an attempt at it like next upcoming.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh no. Why is it a dex check? I thought you were good at this.
No one has ever said that.
So. I even specifically said that I'm not even good at this. I don't know why y'all keep giving this to me.
Like, Sequita is the one who makes the tattoos.
13, it's like, it's okay, I guess.
You want to guide yourself for that?
Sure. Oh, God.
I mean...
Talos, please help me fucking draw this shit. Pretty sure Talos is just disappointed at me at this point that I'm using his fucking guidance for this shit, but 16, I guess.
You
It's
hear a
pretty
voice in the
good,
back of your mind, please never do that again. You draw a pretty decent likeness of the creature that you saw.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an oil painting, but yeah, people would recognize it. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that looks, yeah.
All right.
Good.
Okay.
You happy, Chad?
What kind of
Yeah,
a save is this?
Thank you. It is
Wisdom,
wisdom.
Saving throw.
Wisdom save.
-2 because you have a likeness. You have met the target. You don't know the target well, so it's not a -5.
Nope.
So just a -2. Okay. Give me a second. I need to look up the stats.
Yep. I'm gonna scry my wife as well, just so you know.
Okay. That would be really shit. Oh wait, -260.
Ah, okay. You need to describe. I can see the thing for 10 minutes.
Give me a second so that I can. I'm just quickly gonna check what how the description of the spell goes. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Cool. Check.
Yes.
For the first time in a very long time, but exactly as the High Priestess has shown you, you start concentrating on What did you get for focus?
A basin
Okay,
filled with some holy water.
sure, like a scrying well, quiver, give or
Yes.
take. Sure.
Yes.
Um,
Like in the Harry Potter.
yeah. Who's present for this?
At least of.
What?
Hey guys, I'm gonna scry on the blue lady and
Yes,
like the
I'm
robots we found. Does anyone want to take notes while I'm
Yes.
saying what I'm seeing?
Me.
Okay.
Choose me.
Yes, Alvakri, you can take notes.
Jet, as you kind of like look into the basin, your sight starts to move away, and for you, this is still kind of like a little bit of a funky feeling because
Yes,
I haven't done it
understand.
often. But your mind starts racing, and you had like a kind of weird idea of where it was, but now you kind of get confirmation. It kind of goes towards the southeast, towards this crater. You almost like enter the crater itself, and for a second your vision goes entirely dark, at which point you blink twice or something and open your eyes, and you're inside the area that Avakri had described. You now see part of the laboratory that that this figure was said to be in. Very high techy. You've probably seen the relics of olds, like working places and stuff. This is fancier. Some objects and things that you have never seen, don't recognize. This is high-tech stuff, which to an extent both excites you and makes you worried.
Terrified.
But at this point you are looking at the target of your scry, and you notice this figure standing there, motionless. And you notice that they're inside of this sort of large tube, completely filled with this kind of green see-through liquid. You notice how there's wires and stuff that are coming out of their arms, and for the first time you also see parts where their skin is gone and reveals these like metal constructs that are supposed to be their limbs. Pretty much you are fully getting confirmation that this creature, whatever it was a construct. You would even see at the bottom of the tube it says Mori Septem.
Anyone speak Latin?
I do.
No.
Septem?
Mori is something with death, I
Mori
think.
Septem. To be perfectly honest, it's just a name that is given to them in the D&D world. It would not mean anything necessarily. It's just a name that is given to this creature. Yeah. For those of you interested, Mori is Latin for death, and Septem is 7.
Ha! Roll
7.
credits.
Yeah, the death. It literally says the death of 7.
Secret message from Lars.
Yeah, this is the way I wanted to tell you. I have cancer. I'm gonna die in 3 days now.
What?
No, sorry, I'm gonna die
7 days.
7 days. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about
exactly.
to say.
Yeah, make it 7 at least. Come on, make it believable.
Make it 14. Like, come on.
Maurice.
What? So we can have the D&D weekend first.
Yeah, we have a weekend to go to.
Jet,
Make
can
it-
you roll me a perception check, please?
Yes, with ease. I'm gonna take real life dice. Just give me a sec.
Natural 20. How? What a coincidence.
Natural 7.
In the meantime.
Valkyrie, you're like kind of looking at Jet as he's describing all of this, and all of a sudden
Yeah,
you
I'm-
hear Mori Septem.
And then, what? What does it mean? Start taking all the books I find and start to search it up.
Natural 11 plus 6 is 17, which is perfectly average.
Yeah, 17.
That's a Mori Septum. Sorry.
Oh god. With a 17, you kind of get a little bit of like side vision as well, and you actually see several more tubes standing next to the Mori Septem one. Some of them are smaller tubes with smaller entities, because you also noticed during like when they came to the tower, like Septem, the one that you scryed on, was the biggest one amongst them. The others were a lot like smaller, seemed a little weaker. A couple of them have like what seems to be like kind of a serial name, which is like Moritrix Impetu and Moritrix Custodi, which are two of the other.
Can you?
I will type it in the chat. How about that?
Sorry, it's important. Moritrix. Impetu.
I am.
Sorry, go.
Not going to translate these.
I'm gonna translate on myself. Then.
Go for it. It's not perfect Latin. Just you know, if there's like a Latin major that sees this, no.
Attack.
Yeah, attack and defense.
Yes.
I wasn't gonna translate this. God damn it.
And yes, you did.
I cave way too easily. Anyway, you're kind of like looking around. You see these figures. Some of these figures seem to have like parts of their skin that aren't like fully fleshed out yet, pun intended. You always see like kind of the metal bars that are supposed to be limbs. You see some of them that don't have a full face yet and have like these metal cheeks and whatnot. It's very clear to you that they are constructs. And at the far kind of like side of your vision, you actually even see one where the chest area seems to still be under construction, and you see this like small crystal that seems to be like glowing slightly, and then like it glows and it dims, and then it glows, dims. It's like kind of like it's flashing or something.
Okay.
And the figure just stands there, and you look at it for a little bit, and you just notice how every now and again, like, there's bubbles going up in the tube itself. You look at the others, maybe see like a little bit of skin growing like over the exposed metal areas. See like a small movement of the head or something.
Do I see the lady in blue?
At first, no. But at a certain point in time, you hear footsteps. Just like... They're getting louder.
It's only 10 minutes, this scrying, just...
Yeah, it's not that long, actually. It's like about a minute and a half after you've started looking at this. Probably 2 minutes.
Shit's about to get real, Valkyrie. I'm hearing footsteps.
I'm here for you. I lay my hand on Jet's shoulder.
So you pretty much, you hear these footsteps. And then at a certain point in time, your vision gets blocked as you see a figure, clearly female, wearing a blue garments, blue cloak, and seemingly having this sort of weird thing in front of her face, almost as if it's like blurred or whatever. And she walks past, stands in front of the tube with the Mori Septem inside of it, looks at it, turns around, and looks you straight in the eyes.
She knows.
Nice. Hi.
I love how that's Jed's immediate reaction. Hi.
Nice. Okay.
Nice to meet you.
If that's the case, I can cast Sending, right?
You can. I'll give her a second first.
It's fine.
She kind of like looks you dead in the eyes. Goes, interesting. Wasn't expecting that. You again notice her face seems to be completely hidden, as if it's blurred away. But you're getting the sense that that is by design, as if she's purposefully doing that right now because she's noticed that someone's spying on her.
What? Damn.
Let's see. Who would this be? Who would this be? Relics people aren't stupid enough to do this.
You'd be surprised.
Who of the,
You would be surprised indeed.
who of the 5 would you be?
5.
Probably not the paladin. He doesn't look like the type
Oh.
for this. Maybe it's
She
a
knows.
weird astral one, but that one seemed stupid. Definitely not the
Yeah.
lightning boy. He's too... Oh, he would show his face. He's too pretty for this. The ranger would have been a lot more hidden, so I'm going to guess the wizard. Yes.
Wrong.
Could you imagine just like a speaker comes out of the thing? Wrong!
Like, just like a buzzer, like, eh.
You chose poorly.
She just like kind of looks. So, I of course have no way of knowing. Regardless, I'm impressed that you dare try to sneak up on me, scry on me. You really think you're the only one with that trick? I've been keeping watch on you for a little bit. You're intriguing, I will give you that. But the fact that you're looking at me can only mean one of two things. Either you're just stupid,
Depends on who you ask.
or you know more about what I asked about, or what my friends over here asked about than you're letting on. Intriguing.
I'm gonna like whisper to the party and like so she doesn't hear, but like, damn, or like, don't tell her that you just fucking did this because you like unlocked a spell like 2 minutes ago.
Hey. Decisions.
I can send her at this time, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Hi, it's the wizard here.
The lizard or the wizards?
The wizard.
Lizard.
I thought you were like the lizards. What?
Jet, you're a lizard.
You're a lizard, Harry.
You're a lizard, Jerry. Jetty.
Jetty.
There's a third option. We also like to keep tabs
Tabs.
Especially Sec with that when she's in the bar.
on special or powerful, on special or powerful beings around us. Greetings, chat. Fine.
Fine. As you're looking at her while casting
Like,
this,
ta-da.
you notice how she was like about to say something, at which point she gets the message through in her head and she listens to it and goes, Jed. She doesn't have to send back. She clearly notices
Yeah,
that
she can talk to you.
you know, yeah, exactly. Jed. Intriguing. Surprising, though, that you didn't deny the second option. Ooh. You know, for someone so smart, that is a mistake, isn't it?
20 in my eyes.
22.
22 in my
My
ass.
ass.
Not in your ass. It's 20 in,
Oh, sorry.
comma, my ass.
How many standing slots do I
Comma
have?
is important.
I have enough standing slots.
Sending
Someone
yourself.
help me. Yeah, sure. I would send something like this. So she was like, this is all important. I don't need to deny the second option since I don't need to respond to these stupid allegations.
Do I need to start counting that already, or?
No. Hey, only if the party is saying that I need to go for it. I don't need to deny the second option because I don't need to respond to stupid allegations. Hey, I don't even deny the first option. And it's basically saying that I'm stupid. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Something like Jet would say. I don't need to deny option 2 because it's a stupid allegation. Otherwise, I would also deny option number 1, which would make you call me stupid. In which you call me stupid. Also, big fan of your work.
Make me a deception check at this point.
Yeah, I know. Skills, deception. Big whammies. 15. I'm gonna use my 3 bullshit points. For a D8. Of course, one would. Okay, damn it. 16 total.
I'll do you a favor. I'll use 5 bullshit points.
Huh, nice. A D12.
She kind of like looks at you like through the scrying orb and just goes. What are we going to do with you?
I know, my time is running out. Like, but no.
She just like kind of looks at you and just goes, "Look, I get it. You've probably been fed some story about how dangerous the object is that you're, well, possibly holding. So in other words, I mean, you of course definitely don't want to give it to someone like me, right? But then again, how much of a choice do you really think you have? Oh well. You know, maybe you're right. Maybe you don't have what I'm looking for. But at this point, you do know about it. You do know that there's something hidden within that elven temple that I want. But then again, how do I get you to give it to... I mean, what is your reason even for giving it to me? It's so difficult. Ooh. I know.
Uh-oh.
And at that point, you notice how her eyes start to glow. Like, you had, like, at this point, the blur kind of, like, fades away, and you do see a female face. You don't recognize the face.
Oh,
that's fine.
It's just this it's just a female face. You do see several wrinkles. You would kind of estimate like human, about like 60-ish, probably maybe even 70-ish. It's pretty old. But the eyes look ancient, as if these eyes have seen centuries, if not even millennia, of things. At which point you notice how the eyes themselves start to glow completely blue. And for a split second, you don't really understand what's happening. Her eyes turned color. It's like, okay, sure. At that point, you notice how something weird happens with the scry. You know how, like, when your television doesn't get connection, really, like, you start seeing, like, the snow in front of it. You're getting that same sense. It's almost as if the scry itself is starting to, like, kind of lose connection. And at a certain point in time, it just entirely fades away as you notice an aura starting to appear around this figure. I would like you to make me an intelligence arcana check before I continue.
God. Oh shit.
Is she making an anti-magic circle around her?
Maybe.
I need to...
I'm probably unable to guide this, right?
Yeah, because you don't know that this is happening.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to roll in real
Do
life,
I know
Jeff,
that this has happened?
No, you're both not looking through the scry. You're just
natural 16, so with my plus
plus 10, I think, right? Plus 9 or plus 10.
Yeah.
More than enough. Don't worry about it. You are correct. it seems like the aura that she literally just cast around herself is an anti-magic aura. And your scry has just been completely dissolved in it. And you notice how your mind just gets slammed back into your body. You actually have to like put like 1 or 2 steps back as the rest of you are looking at Jed, pretty much getting almost slammed back, like having to like breathe in and out a couple of times before a word can even come back out. She's like,
Chat, you okay?
No, not at all.
What did you see?
So first of all, she knows of our existence. She
Yeah.
already did, so that's fine.
Thank you, Jet.
Yep. She's a
Thanks
human,
always. Yes.
and she has this powerful anti-magic aura around her, powerful enough to like completely block out my scrying.
Okay.
She also is very interested into the magical heart.
Okay. And now you're gonna tell something we don't know?
And she's been scrying us, which means
Oh, fuck.
that I really quickly need to make sure that we have some kind of defense against that. So because she instantly saw me coming, so that's a problem.
Yes, that is.
Big problem.
Big problem. Okay, next one.
Small question. Where are you guys doing this, by the way?
In a abandoned house? Question mark?
Relics. Our manor that we
Oh,
were.
our keep? No,
Yeah,
we are
our
in
keep.
relics. We are in relics or?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
in
the
relics
relics,
while you're doing
yeah.
this, yeah?
In our manor then, indeed.
Okay, sure. Cool.
Which chamber? Whose chamber?
Okay, cool. Just asking.
Fuck, I
Just-
can't do anything. Okay. I start to ritually cast Detect Magic
Okay.
because I'm paranoid.
Okay.
For scrying, that will, like, for something else.
You're right to be paranoid. It's Lars we're talking about. I mean,
Yeah,
Yes.
indeed. You always have to be paranoid.
Yeah, Detect Magic. And that way. Fine.
In the meantime, could everybody roll me a perception check, please?
Perception.
Including me?
Yes, including.
Perception check?
Yes, please.
Big bang.
Perception.
That's funny.
Ass.
Is it-
Absolutely fucking
Is it
useless.
demon related?
Doesn't matter for this because it's a perception check. So.
I am gonna
Yes,
go
indeed.
quickly to the toilet though because I've been trying to hold it in, but this is like a
You-
small break point of the
You
Yeah,
don't
sure.
see,
I really need
you
to go.
don't see
Yay,
my
a
rolls,
4.
right?
Yeah, no, the last one I saw is your deception check. If you want to roll it in real life, go
Okay.
for it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I will.
Sequida, I rolled a
It's
natural 20 for your perception check, you piece of shit.
It's a
And,
3.
Vincent?
Nice.
So it's a 10
Shallow?
total.
Hello, I need a perception check from you, please.
Perception. Perception.
Passive or
No,
normal?
just the perception check.
Just,
Okay.
is she gonna teleport
shit.
towards
Yeah,
us?
doesn't
That
matter
would be
now.
ballsy.
Okay.
I'm just quickly gonna check. I think Sequida's bonus is like a +10.
Yeah, something like that, I think.
So actually, yeah, because +2 from wisdom and then +4. Yeah, so.
Oh yeah.
So actually, passive perception would have been 20, not 18. Goddamn. So 30 for Sequida.
Okay.
How much did you have, Jen? Sorry.
10 total.
10 total. Okay. So it's just Sequida.
It was 26, but my dice didn't register, so it's a 3.
Oh, it was a
fine.
26. I don't mean.
No, it's fine. Sequida has it.
Sequida, like, kind of paying attention this from, like, kind of this side, all of a sudden just goes, is something happening outside?
Probably.
She kind of, like, moves. I don't know. We kind of have to look at the buildup of your keep at some point, but she kind of like moves out of the room and goes outside. I don't know if anyone's following.
I follow.
I just got back, so no.
Sakura just is in the side of the room and just literally just goes, is something happening outside? And then
Actually,
moves
I'm
out.
too paranoid. I'm going outside as well.
Okay. You guys come in as well?
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow the crowd.
So you all move out of the keep. And you notice how like there's a couple of figures there, like either servants or just like, you know, slight nobility. That like kind of came out of their keeps, and they're all looking up at the sky.
It's blue.
No, it's still red.
I swear to God, Elvakri, I will fucking hit the back of your head as many
Yes,
times as
Elvakri, it has all of a sudden turned blue.
It worked!
Praying enough has brought the blue sky back.
How come they didn't think about that
I'm a
2,000 years
goddess!
ago?
No, but anyway. And as you're all kind of like looking at these people are kind of like looking up and pointing. And you look up. You've seen this once before. Technically twice before.
Uh-oh.
Very close to one another. Luckily enough, last time you were under a dome.
Meteor swarm?
And it was being cast by a goddess who didn't necessarily want to try to kill you.
Oh.
As you're all standing here, you notice how 4 meteors
Oh no. Chat, what did they do?
What
do you do?
start to descend. Especially Elvakri and Jed, with your intelligence and calculative abilities, you can kind of make an estimated guess of where these are going.
And where did they go?
You kind of like move up the stairs a little bit to have a little bit of an overview of the city. I'm kind of going to describe this slightly cinematically. You wouldn't necessarily be able to see all of this, but I just think it's a cool image. The first one descends, and Jed and Raya, the two of you, are immediately slightly freaking out as it goes towards the Mage Academy.
Yeah, can I like instinctively try and like, I know it's gonna be like too late, but I'm gonna like try and counterspell it.
Dispel.
Way too far for that. You can like try it. It's like this is something being. First of all, you don't know where the caster is, and second of all, like, you know. So you just see this meteor dropping towards the Mage Academy. Luckily enough, the Mage Academy is filled with mages and stuff, and you do notice how they're trying to like kind of conjure up this shield around the Mage Academy, having seen it just in time to at least start defensive measures, at which point, BAM! The meteor just like slams into this barrier, and almost like anime style, there's like this split second where the two are like fighting, at which point the barrier splits apart and the meteor splits into pieces, hitting several of the mages standing there, killing some of them outright. Second one, location that you've been to very recently, as you see the second one going towards the Temple of the Guardians. There is no magical protection there, so it just slams into it. Half the temple just completely obliterated. You don't know what has happened, but you know that there's going to be dead. Luckily enough, immediately there's this reflex from a couple of the bystanders who have been trained for this to just storm in, start looking for survivors, start healing the ones that got hit. Hold up. I still have 2 more. Which is not a good thing to say.
You have 2 more.
There's 4 meters.
I know, but fuck.
Third one. A lot closer to you guys, actually. As the first 2 were hitting kind of like the lower levels with the temple and the Mage Academy. Yes. This one seemingly going for the level right below you. The armory.
Oh, the armory.
Still
as it hits inside of that. Again, the same thing. There's like this magical shield that immediately pops up, and it kind of like protects against it. But again, like this was a very short notice kind of a thing. The protection wasn't able to be fully put up in time. Just crashes down onto the barrier. The meteor itself explodes, You see like this rubble starting to slam down on the thing. And this is the only one where you first have the large impacts, and then there are things in there that are explosive by themselves.
Oh no! Fuck.
As part of the armory just explodes in and of itself. Then comes the last one. The first three you've been able to look at over the city. The fourth one is behind you.
The castle.
The exact center of relics. Where the palace of the kings, of the olden king stands. You see dead in the center. Just slams down onto the center of this palace, blowing up most of it. You know that this is probably where the throne room is as well.
Oh shit.
And the palace starts to slightly collapse in on itself.
Fuck.
You're all just standing there looking at all of this happen, at which point, Jed, you hear a voice in the back of your mind go, I don't know if you were part of that, but I'll damn sure make you sure you are next time.
Can we do stuff now?
Yep.
Run for the temple.
Temple?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanna make sure that Kevin's not dead.
Okay. Is everybody going for the temple, or are people going for
I
somewhere
mean,
else?
we should stay together, right? We're not
Yeah,
fucking,
don't split
at this
the party.
point we're not. Yeah, at this
Holy
point we're not
fuck.
splitting up. That's
I'm-
kind of
I'm
This
going
is
to
not
the
a
castle,
fuck around and
guys.
find out
Okay.
situation.
Sure. So the four of you run, and all of a sudden you notice Jed's not with you, but okay.
I'm going to the castle.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Primorex.
Yeah, Jed, you're technically gonna get there first. So I'm gonna start with you. The gates of the palace themselves have been left completely unprotected, and you notice that there's guards storming into the building, like kind of looking through the rubble, looking for people. And make a perception check.
Plus 14, 30, 20. So dirty 20.
30, 20, okay. You start looking around. You notice that although the damage itself is very substantial, I mean, it's a 9th level spell being chucked on a building, you actually notice that because of the palace itself, there's not that many people here. A lot of them were kind of setting up the battle that was to come in X amount of days. But at that point, you hear one shriek, something that you've never heard before, and to an extent chills you to the center of your core as you hear a male orc shouting, Frederick!
No!
As you run towards it, you see the Primorex standing there with the dead corpse of his husband in his arms.
Oh god damn
Oh
it.
god, no!
I vote we kill the Primarex.
Fuck you, Vincent!
Not the time!
Not the right
Too soon.
time!
Too soon. Oh sorry.
Too soon.
That fucking died 30 seconds ago. Fucking chill. Give it a minute at least. Come on.
I mean, there's
We are
cultures where you
grieving.
get buried with your wife. I mean, why discriminate?
Oh
Fuck's
god.
sake.
Oh,
I really don't want to give a bullshit point for this, but I feel like I should.
you shouldn't.
I
Bullshit,
really
yeah.
shouldn't.
Shit. I
Oh,
don't
no.
know.
You also
I
get
don't
this.
know Revivify.
You also get the sense the only reason that the Primorex survived is because he has Orcish resilience. He's at a hit point right now.
Oh,
Understand.
fuck.
What damn?
The rest of you storming down.
His
You do
husband
have.
was not an orc?
No.
Okay.
Wait, no,
I
yeah, he
didn't
was.
notice
But
that.
yeah, he was, but he's not as powerful
took
as the
too much
Primorex.
Ah, yeah, okay.
damage.
So he would have taken too much damage to not die at once.
Yeah, okay. Okay, cool.
At that, the rest of you, as you're kind of storming down, you do have like a quicker way to get to the temple itself. The moment you get there, you do notice that a lot of the Guardians of Day are immediately like kind of just helping, putting everything together, making sure that the wounded are coming out. People who just got hit by the debris are like kind of put together. People with minor injuries, people with major injuries, people who are on the verge of death, kind of like grouped together as to like make sure, okay, we can do this bit by bit. One, bam, 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 just making sure that everybody who really needs it gets the help they need. People that don't like are at this point are like close to dead are immediately being helped. The immediate thing that you also see as you go is that on the courtyard you see the high priestess standing there, kind of like just, you know, sleeves rolled up to her shoulders, and just immediately trying to help out with everything that she can, expending as much of her magic that she still has some left over in case of emergencies. Not necessarily going for revivifies at this point. You do notice that most of her magic is just making sure that people are staying alive. We can get to resurrection later, but she is helping people as much as she can at this current point in time.
Good. I start searching for Kevin.
Make a perception or investigation, your choice.
Investigation then.
Uh,
17.
Move. Kevin is going to roll a deck save.
Actually, you know what, Elvakri? Roll me percentile dice in the tower.
Oh, shit.
How do you do that?
You right-click on the D10,
okay,
it says percentile, and then you move them towards the tower.
Dick move, Lars. Dick move.
Oh, please.
Okay.
Hey, logical move. But
You start looking. Where do you start looking first? Which group?
First bit with the dead.
Okay. Doesn't take you long to find them.
No, he's dead. Oh my god, no.
He was protecting the high priestess, and they were inside the temple. Probably got hit by the debris. At least you see this giant piece of debris like sticking out of him as he lays there in no movement.
Okay. First thing I do is start slamming his face to try to wake him up. Oh, I think he's not gonna wake up, but just trying.
Nothing.
And I feel his hand, and probably is cold and dead. Probably.
He's still warm at this current point in time. He's cooling off though. Hasn't died that long.
I yell for the high priest now.
You yell she at this current point in time. She even if she hears you.
Someone from the temple. Anyone that can cast something.
You start screaming, and I'm like, everybody who's there, you notice this from Elvakri, and however much you've been teasing her with Kevin, you immediately recognize the dead body of Kevin laying there, recognizing the situation. But as much as Elvakri is currently screaming for someone, however cruel it may seem, the Guardians of Dea have their pattern of how to do this. For them, at this current point in time, they are trying to make sure that they don't have to bury more people, so those who are already getting buried anyway are not a priority.
Holy shit.
They, at this current point in time, have to try to make sure that people don't die.
You see also tears appear on Avakri's cheeks.
You would think that they would maybe prioritize actually the people that could, like, because if they were to resurrect him, then he could technically heal more people, I guess.
Kevin couldn't. Kevin's just a guard, technically.
Kevin was just a guard.
Okay, I thought it was like a low-level cleric or something that could at least cure wounds, but yeah, okay.
No. And even with that, you would need a set of diamonds, and to try to figure out like who has the ability to help, who doesn't have the ability to help.
It's a lot of chaos.
For them, the priority right now is to ironically enough, however cruel this may sound, try to push down the cost as much as possible, because the more debt that they have to resurrect, more diamonds they need.
Yeah.
Is there a cleric like at the castle? Because I literally have diamonds on me.
I have also diamonds on me, I think.
At the castle, there would probably be a cleric running around there, yeah.
Can you revivify Frederick?
I'm immediately going to tell you this.
Nope.
It would have been longer than a minute.
Mm.
By the time you get there, yeah.
The Primarex would have had to free himself and would have then had to dig around and find Frederick. He would have
Probably
been dead.
same with
like
Evan.
we're not talking about revivify, we're talking about raise dead at this point.
That's
For a lot
fine.
of these, which is another reason, by the way, that like, because if you were sure like I can revivify this person, then yes, right, they would prioritize the revivify over the raise dead. In this situation, you can't be sure that they've been dead for a minute or not.
In that case, it's fine. Or like it's harsh, but it can wait an hour.
Still screaming. Nobody's coming to help.
At this current point in time, nobody is prioritizing
Okay.
that
do,
region.
A how do you say that? A deed of
Despair.
Yeah, thank you. I take my bow.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to the closest cleric I find. And I point my bow at him.
Okay, do I see this happening? Because I was like standing nearby, right? And I'm just like looking at it like I wish I was a higher level cleric at this point, but sadly enough, I only fucking.
I mean, what are you doing at this point? Like seeing all of this happening?
I would probably try and like help a little bit with, because I still have healing word, which might help a little bit to at least get people a little bit more on their feet.
Okay, you would
so
probably
healing word.
You would probably
right, but...
So you wouldn't be able to react the moment that she like picks up her bow and starts aiming it, but you would notice that all of a sudden Elvakri is just like aiming a bow at someone.
Okay. God damn, I don't have much fucking CC in my fucking shit, do I?
And I was muted again, great.
This time I did not notice. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, this time I wasn't muted in Discord. Like
Teams.
Okay.
Yeah, in Teams, but my headset was. I didn't notice.
Can I cast Vortex Warp on Elvakri to place her in a position that would be like in front of me with the bow like aimed at me? Then basically.
Does she need to make a save for that?
If she doesn't want to, then she has to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm going to assume she doesn't want to.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Which is a failed. It doesn't.
Wait. I have bullshit points. I'm gonna use all my bullshit points for this.
Are you fucking serious?
What?
I don't think
it's Kevin we're talking about.
I love it.
20.
Oh my fucking god! You don't deserve this.
How far? To be fair, how far is he from me?
What would you have been doing? Would you have been helping people or just like?
To be fair, following the party, because like if it's not involving Shiloh's god or anything, she's like tends to keep back.
Okay, then technically you would have been close enough to Elvakri to try to do something.
I don't need to do something. I just have my aura because it's a save.
No, we don't want her to save, but either way, like with you, it wouldn't have mattered, but with the 8, it does. Like that's enough.
The +4 also then.
It was just a +4, it wouldn't have mattered, but with the +8.
No, but
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the terrifying, like the undead aura, like the form of dread.
I am helping Elvakri. Look at my fucking form of dread. Fear me. Fear me.
You never know.
Yeah, well, Elvakri is safe, so my attempt at fucking trying to...
Yeah, so... Elvakri, you're standing there with the bow.
I start yelling to him really, really, really loud that he has to help Kevin. Now. Or I shoot.
I just like to yell at Elvacri, like,
At this
Elvacri.
point, I will say, because technically you do have a Ryu who just cast something on you, and you pretty much saw this like warping energy around you in addition to having a flaming bow in its face. Make an intimidation check with advantage.
I also make a right on it.
Yeah, you
right.
mentioned roll your die for your own damage.
What do I have to do?
First of all, you have to roll damage against yourself. You
You
want your bow to be on fire.
yourself.
Yes, full damage. I
There
take
you
it
go.
for Kevin.
Exactly. And now make an intimidation check with advantage. Because like you have Ryu's magic, you're aiming a flaming bow at this person. This person is scared shitless out of their mind.
Can I also cast something on myself or not?
What would you cast?
Borrowed knowledge.
Is that an action?
I think it is, yeah. It is.
I think. I don't know. I
Yeah,
didn't
it's an
write
action
it down.
to
An
get
action.
proficiency in something.
Yeah.
Then yeah, sure.
Okay. And I give myself
Proficiency in intimidation?
Yes.
I give myself proficiency in acrobatics.
I want to do this fancily.
Hoopla!
Could you imagine just like Zorroing it up there, like just like ha?
So I give myself a +4 extra then.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't make this check, it's gonna be jet
I'm gonna be
bullshit.
so fucking mad.
Also,
then.
because of the bullshit point uses, I'm gonna actually refund you a bullshit point.
Yay! Thank you.
Don't encourage
Oh,
this behavior.
I gonna use that bullshit point. Thank you, Lars.
You
Oh,
shouldn't have used that.
13.
bullshit
To
point.
be fair,
I'm sorry.
this is a very high-tense situation. You are aiming a flaming bow, there's a vortex warp around you, and there's an angry Shiloh not too far. This person is scared shitless and just like,
Oh,
but
help him now!
Wait, I can't. He's been dead for over a minute. I'll
Then search someone that can help him.
Okay.
now!
Just immediately runs off, goes looking for like one of the like more adept casters in there. Just like, help, crazy lady! And you just see this like one like, you know, more broad cleric who like kind of like looks at him. Time for this? Like kind of like runs up to you. Yes. Are you hurt?
No,
Only
My
in the head after
boyfriend is-
after I smack the back of her head again.
ah, my boyfriend is dead. Please help him now.
Madam Dead is currently.
Wait.
I
not-
take my bow again.
Oh my fucking god.
Do you want a flaming
Just, like,
arrow in your
immediately
head
raises
or
his
not?
hand. Madam, listen to me.
Do you want? Do you want?
Madam,
Elvacri
listen
has
to me.
disadvantage because I'm standing next to her.
Again? Do you want?
Madam, give me a
Do
second.
you want? Sorry.
I understand that you are hurt, but we are going to get to resurrections. We just first need to make sure that these
No,
people.
do it now.
We need at least a couple of hours to set this up. Like,
It's now.
I can't
It's like,
do it
Please.
now. I don't
Can I-
have a diamond on me.
I have diamonds.
Do you?
I have 9 diamonds, apparently.
I feel like that's the group pool, and I don't know who's holding that.
Yes.
It's in the back of holding, so it's me.
am I seeing it pull her out of the bag of holding? Because I'm standing next to her, so
I don't know. I mean,
We never split it.
yeah, because it was a group thing.
Yeah.
So
It's a group thing. I
yeah,
take my portion of the group thing.
which is not enough.
Sorry.
It's just like you see her like kind of like just, Madam, I understand. We are currently incapable of doing anything about it. If you will help us with this, then we can get to your boyfriend as quickly as possible. Promise.
I try and lower.
If
Elvacri
he's not
with-
gonna make this, then I think the temple of how do you call it? Pyrex is not gonna
Pyrex.
survive this.
I'm honestly going to be perfectly honest. I think the Guardians of Dea are already not going to survive this.
Yes, thank you.
But to be
Then
fair,
I
whether or
erase
not
you from this planet.
whether
all
or
of
not
you.
this person gets resurrected now or in an hour is not going to make a difference. We will get to them. Don't worry. We are trying here. This is a very difficult situation, but we have been trained for this.
Valkyrie, as bad as it is, like the man said, whether it's now or in an hour, it's not going to make any difference. While we can still save people here, right now.
I let the, how do you call that
The
in
arrow?
English? I let the arrow go, but not in the direction of the man, but right behind his ear. Then do your work faster.
Valkyrie, can't you heal as well, actually?
You all of a sudden just see an arrow inside of one of the people's legs. Like, ah, fuck! Nah, it's fine.
And I cast like a healing word on it, like, sorry! And I heal it like that. And I give another smack at the back of the head for
and
a
I keep my eye contact with him.
Alright.
Oh, fuck's sake.
This person, again, starts to help others in the meantime, just as fast as possible. You do get the sense that, like, the speed of at which he's, like, casting spells has gone up a little bit. Jen, what are you doing?
Sending Marcus.
Okay. Would you please do me a favor and roll percentile dice in the tower?
It's funny that Jed's priority is the king of relics and not his son.
We never said that he was a good father, to be fair.
Yeah, indeed.
I thought we established this pretty early on, actually.
Yes,
Did you see the
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. Okay. What are you sending him?
Please respond if you're alive. I saw the meteor swarm going towards the temple. I'm scared. Or worried for your safety. Get shelter.
Ryu, what's your passive perception?
17.
17?
I think. Yeah, 17.
Chet, you do not get a response. And Ryu, as you're like looking at Kevin, you look like 3 bodies over. And there is another person that you recognize.
Okay.
Oh no, that's Marcus.
I love how you people are rolling so well on these percentile rolls.
Okay. I'm gonna send the blue lady.
I'm crashing and start to cry very loud in this moment.
Since my son did not answer, you've made this personal. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
We going to the crater finally?
This is personal.
Well, at least it isn't Sparta. Or is it?
Not yet.
Jed, the response that you get is, bring it, you little ant. If you think you can stand up to Morgana, demon matron of magic and anti-magic, you have another thing coming. I gave the others their powers. I rule this continent.
It's the demon. It's the Lord of the Lords. Morgana?
Demon matron of magic and anti-magic.
Matron. Was a matron.
It's like Ariana, demon matron. It's just a female version of demon lord.
Yeah, you have patron and
Passion
matron.
of patron. Yeah, okay. So.
For someone who thinks of her as so smart, you've made a grave mistake. Now, I have nothing left to lose.
Just as a player, you still have your wife.
She doesn't
Shush.
know that.
That's why I say, as a player, you still
She
have
doesn't
your
know
wife.
that.
Very bold
Have a
assumption
son
that
or
he
something.
still has his wife.
We all know his wife is dead now.
You get the response. I'm actually quite quickly. I had something in my head, and then Ryu completely threw it off. No, it's fine. Wait, what did you say, Jed? Sorry.
For someone who is so smart or intelligent, you've made one grave mistake. Now I have nothing left to lose. We've slain demon lords before. You'll be no different.
You're going down.
She's gone down.
The answer.
Hi, I'm Shiloh, Slayer of Demons.
Yes.
Hi, Shiloh.
The
Breng al
answer.
je vriendjes mee naar de kerk.
It's been at least 30 days since I've last killed a demon, and I feel really sad.
The answer that you get, Jed, is if you're talking about Mr. Knox, I will commend you for that. But once I have his soul, there won't be any way to stop me anymore. So, thank you for drawing him out. How's that for nothing left to lose?
Fine, you win this one. My God.
It's almost poetic, like how she seemingly was after the heart of the most powerful demon that ever lived for some reason. Anyway.
Can't she like take the 3 other ones? Bold assumption she doesn't have them already, but still.
I have a quick question for the dungeon master.
Yes.
Nox,
How
he
do you
was
sleep
demon
at
lord
night?
of
Darkness
Shadows
and Chaos.
darkness and chaos, not shadows.
No, Darkness and Chaos.
I also have a question, Lars.
Yes.
How do you sleep at night?
Bold of you to assume that I sleep at night. I thought I made that very clear on Friday that I barely sleep.
Yes.
I haven't had a decent night's sleep in weeks.
Yourself, Lars?
So,
I see your crying face, Jonas.
So, Lars,
you
about your terminal illness, how quickly are you speaking?
Oh my god! Oh Lord!
Oh, I'm going to give you a bullshit point for that one. That one was good. That one was good. I'll give you that one.
No.
See, Elvakri, this is what happens when you pay attention.
Elvakri
Yeah,
never
paid
well, not
attention.
you, but like
You made this personal. We're gonna
Yes.
kill every
Yes.
demon on this planet.
So what was the last thing she said after that I consume the soul of Nox? No one can stop me.
No one will be able to stop me. How's that for having nothing to
Stop
lose?
her now.
Don't stop me now.
Give me something to.
She has a good time destroying us all.
So, with that in mind, as the chaos has kind of very severely erupted in the city after this little escapades,
Yes.
we're going to see what happens to relics next time.
Next session.
No! You can't do this! You can't do this!
And yet I just did.
Why didn't I just cry for the first time while we
Jet,
were
this
like
is all
an
your
Alvarez?
fault.
So, I mean,
I'm gonna
I do
kill
want to say, Jed, I mean, I didn't TPK you. I didn't even hit you.
It's not TPK.
But you take
Still Jed's fault,
everything we we loved.
To be
I'm still
fair,
here.
Everything you love.
Everything we loved, I say.
I like money.
Everything we loved, not everything we laughed at.
Difference.
To be fair, you want to know the crazy thing? So I had like 4 categories, like dead, heavily wounded, lightly wounded, unaffected. Dead was between 1 and 25. Both Elvakri and Jed rolled between 1 and 25.
What
Jed,
was my roll?
Jed rolled a 12, and Elvakri also rolled a 12. You both rolled a 12.
Oh,
I was
damn.
looking at this like, are you guys?
It was meant to be.
Yeah, it was. I
Some
was just
dramatic
looking at this like, holy
story.
shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
The dice give it.
I'm not
The
surprised.
dice take it away.
And Frederick was something that was the one that I had like planned out. That one I didn't roll for, but
The die
Yeah,
give
I
us
think-
and the dice
So
take it
next
was a
away.
session
cinematic
we're
one.
gonna do resurrection.
that's
Probably.
completely up to you guys. But we will
I want
see
to
that.
resurrect Kevin.
I want
Next
next
time.
session, we teleport to the crater because she doesn't have her 9th level spell slot anymore, and then we go and let Shiloh attack her because Shiloh will be able to do something to her, and I'm just
Second
a
as well.
puny wizard.
bold of you to assume I will be able to do something, but okay.
Yeah.
You have my buffs.
You
And
have
that's
my
about
buffs.
No, she doesn't because our
Jet-
magic won't fucking work. She'll
You have
fucking
my
look in our
bow.
direction and-
Jet says as he's wasted 3 3rd levels and a 5th level spell slot.
And a 4th as well. Yeah, true. A lot.
Anyway.
Anyway,
We still
Anyway,
live? Oh, okay.
fuck
See you
Lars.
guys.
See you next week.
next time.
Next week.
Bye.
God fucking damn it. Such a fucking good
Lars.
plan.
Lars.